Okay, good afternoon, beautiful people. We are back again with episode 25 of Drawing Every Day Until I'm Cool. And today I have a peach still life that I'm going to be doing, and it kind of, I guess it features really a lot of yellow. And I guess you could say whatever that reddish sort of tone that peaches are like in. So yeah, we could say like it's a mix of the yellow and that reddish orangish sort of peach color. And that is what we are going to be tackling today in this episode slash huevember challenge. So like I said in my last stream yesterday, I'm trying to do my best to kind of really work on mixing colors and stuff. So my main colors are over here. Yeah, I should probably clean up this whole entire thing, but honestly, I don't want to waste the watercolor that's already there. So I don't know, I've just been leaving it like that. And yeah, I can kind of just divide the colors a little bit like that and mix sort of like that. So primary colors that I'm using are permanent yellow deep. I am using permanent rose, of course, and I'm using alizarin crimson, and I should probably look up how to pronounce that so I can get it right next time. But yeah, it's very, very chilly here in California. So that's why I have this rainy lo-fi thing going in the background. So yeah, let's get started. And don't do what I do, y'all. This tape is literally the wrong type of tape you wanna use for this stuff, but I don't want to throw it away until it's all gone, and I've already ripped my watercolor paper fake way right there. Oh shit. That's okay. It is what it is. So yeah, let's go ahead and yeah, let's just paint and vibe out. Let's paint and vibe out. I don't even know how I want to. Of course, I think I want to start from light to dark. So I'm gonna wet this first peach. It's like a stack of peaches. It's like a whole peach, then a half a peach, and then a quarter of a peach. It's gloomy, it's rainy. It rained earlier this week, and I was expecting it to rain too today, but it's just gray outside. It's honestly just gray outside. Okay, starting off with some permanent yellow, and kind of want to go, I don't know, I'm seeing a lot over here, and I'm like, where did I even put? I think maybe I should use a smaller brush. I think I want to use a smaller brush. And who knows how this will turn out, because I'm already sort of have my heater on too, because like I said, it's hecka cold today. So we'll see. It might dry quicker, just based on that. Okay, now that I have the yellow down, I'm gonna go in with some of the orangey, sort of reddish tone as well. And I'm leaving some gaps in because I definitely want there to be some more of the reddish sort of tones in this too. Yeah, like that. I think I want to go in with some more yellow. Definitely want to highlight some more of that. Ooh, that might have been a little too orange. Nice. Just so we don't lose that sort of feel of peach. We'll add a little bit orange though, because why not? So primary colors, just in general, look like we're using a lot of red, we're using some orange, and we're using some yellow. Yeah, let's get some more sort of reddish tones here. As well as I definitely feel like I need some more here. And I have to be mindful because I'm like, I know that this can dry a lot lighter than what I'm actually seeing on here. So yeah, that's looking pretty good, honestly. Yeah, I don't want to lose the yellow though, so I'm gonna add some more of that. Yeah. I think I'm gonna leave it like that. I think I'm gonna leave it like that. But I'm also just like, maybe I want some more sort of like orangey tones here, and maybe some a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna touch it anymore. I think it looks good like this. Okay. And as that part is drying, I am going to probably, I think I'll start on you guys, I don't know if you guys can even see that. I'm gonna start on this quarter piece here at the top. And I think I will start with like also its little skin piece is what I want to call it, skin piece. And I'm using like the wet on wet technique because I want good blends. I want pretty good blends. Okay, so I'm seeing some orange here. Seeing some orange. Start just dabbing it. Yeah. And I'm gonna go in with some yellow. But I kind of want it like diluted, I guess. Pretty diluted. Ugh. Spam messages should be so lame. Okay. Since I did that, I think now, because this is still drying, the only part that I think I can do next is probably like the mid part of this peach, I think. So, color wise, it's like I feel like it's a mix of the crimson and the permanent rose, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and mix that, but first let me get this a tad wet. And I'll go a little over the line that I drew as well. Okay. We'll start at the darkest region, which is here. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't want it to be too concentrated per se, but I want it to be concentrated enough. Just sort of like that. Yeah. I'm like, I may have been able to do the edges a little more better over here, but it is what it is. I'm trying to fix it. Yeah, I'm not gonna go back in. I think it looks fine. I think it looks fine. Okay. I will say this paper has a very long dry time, which I don't mind. I actually prefer that. But the challenge, I guess, is just like, now I'm just like staring at it to dry. I'm watching paint dry. I'm literally watching paint dry. Okay, I think what I'll do now is, while these parts are drying still, I'm gonna go into the pit of this middle one, and let's see what we can do with that. I'm like, I think red, orange, and yellow are like analogous colors. I think that's what they are. Ooh, and I should have gone a little bit over the line because I kind of want it to have like an almost like an ombre effect, if that makes sense. So there we go. Okay, now I can go in with the color. Okay, yeah. And a little more in the center for added depth. And you know what? Yeah, might as well. Might as well add some here too. Yeah. That looks cool. All right. Yeah. I'm like, now I'm gonna try to make, I don't know how I'm going to do this sort of like yellow inside or whatever, because it's a very like light sort of yellow. So I'm like, I'll pick up some permanent yellow and definitely am going to need some more water. And we're gonna dilute it by a lot, honestly. Okay, y'all. Yeah. We're gonna wait a moment and we're gonna see what's up. I'm like looking at the top part here and I'm like, I kind of want to add a little bit more red. I feel like it dried hecka light and I need more life in it while it's still wet, you know? Yeah. Cool. And you know what? Yeah, might as well drop a little more into the center. Most definitely. Okay, yeah, so like while we wait, I'm not gonna lie. I've been trying to listen to some R&B recently, and I don't know, I need some suggestions of like some R&B artists that really be singing some like real R&B. I'm not talking about like the R&B of today. I'm talking about like the R&B that I don't know, I guess like we kind of, or at least I grew up on. You know, just like, I don't know, it involves like songs about love and stuff. And I feel like it's hard to find music like that. Um, I wish I could play some of that stuff right now, but you know, copyright really really be doing it. Like for example, I want to play nah. There are a lot of songs that I wish I could play on here. But I feel like this blend though came out pretty good. But like I was saying, I wish there was a lot more, I don't know, better music out there. I haven't heard anything good as of recently. Um, yeah, I haven't really listened to much. I'm like looking through my Spotify playlist, and there's literally nothing. Not to say that my music taste is bad, but like I've listened to a lot of these songs over and over again already. You know, so I'm like, I want something new. Okay. I really like this paper though. Okay, the question is, if I start, will I fuck it up? I already know if I don't wait for this part to dry, it's already going to, I already know what's going to happen. I just need to be patient. I just need to be patient. I'm largely impatient. And I think watercolors in general are teaching me to be patient. Don't you love that? Don't you love that? Learning patience. Especially in a culture where we're just like everything's like on demand, you know? I feel like, man, I feel like I probably have a lot more patience than a lot of other people. I'm sitting here watching the paint dry, literally. Okay, I'm gonna put it in front of the heater. Let's put it in front of the heater. Give it a little second. My shoe. It's a beautiful photo. I'm not gonna lie. Pinterest could do a lot better with like the curating of images that you're looking for. Like I look for still lives, and I feel like they only show me like so many sort of still lifes, and it's repetitive, if that makes sense. Okay, so now what I'm thinking of doing is, I think these are almost like super dry. So I think I could go in with some water, start wetting it, and if I can literally see where I drew. Okay, perfect. Now, what I can do is I can start adding yellow. And I'm starting with the edges first. Because it looks like, well, actually, you know what? Let's put a lot more of this. I'm just... Yeah. And with this particular peach, it has some yellow, but I'm also seeing some, like, lighter, almost whitish towards the center. So I'm going to try to keep it like that from the still life I'm looking at. And maybe have a little more of the concentration of the colors towards the edges here. I'm almost concerned about like the background. Because I'm like, man, I hope that the colors that I'm using just don't blend into each other, meaning like I want some, I don't know, variation, I guess, between it all. Yeah. Because I see a lot of yellow in the background. I'm already using a lot of this deep permanent yellow. Ooh. Yeah, that might have been a little too much, but we'll spread it out. And I'll probably, yeah, definitely need some over here. Definitely gonna want some here and here. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Okay. And let's see, my question is, I'm gonna need a thinner brush. I'm seeing like little bits of orange from the pit part. I don't know what you'd call that. I don't know the anatomy of fruit like that. But let's, yeah. I'm like adding the striations. Aw, shit. That's okay. Honestly, we're gonna keep that. We're gonna keep that. We're gonna keep it pushing now. Cause I mean, it does kind of, I guess, yeah. The striations kind of do have like that sort of effect. Yeah, and I want it. I sort of do want it to bleed a little bit. So cool. It all works. Works out for me. I'm not gonna lie. I may or may not want to glaze over this part of the peach. I don't know. Do I want to glaze? I don't know. we'll hold off on it. We'll hold off on it until we get the rest of this stuff down. So, next part, this part. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. I think I'm also seeing little bits. Yeah. We're just gonna add you feel me? Yeah. I feel like this part can also use some of that too. Just a little, you know. Yeah. Yeah. It's looking lit. Okay. Even here. Yeah. I like that. I like that. I'm gonna go back in to here. Once everything again dries, I'm gonna go back into the center pit because I had a little whoopsies. And I'm gonna go into this over here as well a little bit more because I need some more depth. And it just looks like, I don't know, almost like a watermelon, but like in peach form. I don't know how to describe that. But yeah, we're gonna go back in. I'm gonna wait for it to dry. It will sit here for a moment. I think, let me also turn on the light. Maybe things would look better. Yeah, it's looking a lot better there. Yeah, I wish like I wish my camera would like pick up the colors better, but you know, we all live. um let's see, how dry is it right now? Ooh, that for sure was too wet. Okay, yeah, so let me, in the meantime, while this is drying, you know, I might as well go ahead and mix the color that I'm needing for like the details. So I've been working in this corner because like that's all like the warmer colors that I'm using. And I'm gonna take some alizarin crimson, of course. And I am gonna mix it up like right over here. Um, and I'm like looking at, there's a little bit of depth in it, so I might add a bit of sepia. I think I might add some sepia. Ugh. Piece of hair. Okay. Yeah. I think we're gonna add a little bit of sepia just to make it a little bit deeper. One thing that I learned is you don't want to use black to darken up your colors. You want to use browns or grays is what I've learned. Browns and grays. Okay. Is that the depthness that I want? I don't think so. I think I want it deeper. I'm trying to remember what color this was over here. I have like Crimson Lake. Oh, I see. Yeah. I don't think I'll use that. Or, let me see. What does that even look like? Fuck it. Let's go ahead and mix that in there too. Why not? Yeah, okay, so this is sort of the color that, yeah, this is sort of the color that I'm looking for to go into the details of this here peach color study that I'm doing. So I think what I'm gonna start with is, yeah, let's start with the top part of it. And then I know there's also some parts here that are a little bit dark, like underneath this part of the peach with the shadow that I'm gonna also do really quick. So yeah, let's start off with this. I think it's dry enough. So let's see. And it's a bit random because of that's where the pit was or whatever. So we're just gonna little dabbles. Just little dabbles here and there. Yeah. Like that. I think that looks good. Yeah, that looks really good. And we're gonna do some dabbles here. I'm not gonna lie, the reference doesn't really show this part in it, but I kind of decided to have that because there was just like there was like a I accidentally had some water go into it and it kind of lifted up some of the color, which I did not like. So I had to. I had to. Okay, that looks pretty good, I think. Um, I'm liking what it looks like here, but I think I want, again, just some more depth. Oops. Oops. Wait, sorry. Put that on Do Not Disturb. Okay. Yeah. And I might go in a little bit deeper again, too. I don't know. I don't know yet. Yeah. I like that. I like how that's looking. Um, that crimson, and we're gonna put in a little bit of permanent yellow deep, mix that a little bit. Y'all can kind of see that on the corner there. And what I'm gonna do now, since that's all kind of settled, is I'm gonna go here and sort of have that there. right? It almost looks like an apple, but it's not. Okay, and then I'm also going to take that same mix and sort of like do a little bit of an outline here. Like that. Boom. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. And I'm actually going to bring this down just a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit. I'm going to take the same color that I've just used for those parts. I'm literally going to make like the little striations again because it kind of just like bloomed out on here. So, yeah. Going very, very gentle. Might want to water it down a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna like, yeah, because I think it might be a little too dark, but focus. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Okay, now I'm gonna take the darkish reddish color that I made a little bit earlier, the top here. I'm gonna make the shadow a little bit like that. Yeah. And we're gonna do the same also here. And do it even the top here. Kind of indicate the shadow a little bit. And, you know, just for a little bit of depthness, depthness. Yes. I'm honestly very satisfied. I'm honestly very, very satisfied. I did make a small mistake though. And that was with this top part here. I'm gonna need this orange color. Just a small bit. Same on this side. Sort of like that. Yeah. I think that looks spectacular. Okay. Like I was mentioning earlier, I want to go darker with the pit parts. I feel like it's not deep enough for me. So, hopefully this is saturated enough, not watered down too much. Yeah. little spots because I don't want to go too crazy with that. Yeah, I don't want to go too crazy with that. That's looking good. I'm going to add a little bit here too. Again, just to add some more dimension to what we're seeing. Just a little bit. Yeah. Okay, something that I did forget to do, and I don't know how well this is going to turn out, is I definitely need some more stuff happening at that top quarter piece of that peach. So let's see. I'm like, is this color deep enough for me? I think it might be a little too orange. Yeah, I think it might be a little too orange. So let me add a little bit more of that crimson. I think that's the color I want. And how do I want to go about this? Yeah, I think I'm sort of doing a glaze because I realized I wanted it a little more reddish, and that will allow me to kind of do little striations up here too. Beautiful. And you know what? I think I'm gonna want to glaze this part too. But we'll wait just a moment. I think I'm gonna glaze this part also. Because I'm like, I feel like I want it a little more reddish. Yeah. You know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. And I'm gonna use, yeah, this color that I sort of made right there. Let me actually see if I can make some more of it. It's like Ellery's Crimson and then just like a tad bit of the permanent yellow. So let's just do that really quick. And, you know, it's all an experimentation, honestly. We'll see how everything turns out. That looks pretty good, but I think it's more on the orange tone, and I want more of it on the pinkish sort of tone. So let's get some more crimson in that mix. Okay, I think that's definitely, I think that's the color I'm looking for. My only fear is if I do this glaze on top of this, will it cover up all of the yellow? I don't know. We're gonna do it though. Oh, not necessarily. You can kind of see it poking through. It's just, it wasn't giving the vibrancy that I wanted. So, and that's okay. Yeah, I think that's looking a little bit better. I think I'm liking that. It's giving more vibrancy, you know? It's giving more vibrancy and sort of what I wanted. And I'm going in with just like a little bit of orange, I mean not orange, but the permanent yellow, just to hopefully bit more. Yes. All right. That is our peach. Now I'm gonna go and do the background. And I know the background has a lot of, it looks like it's a lot of yellow. Yeah, it looks like there's a lot of yellow, so the only yellow that I have in my palette is the permanent yellow, so of course I'm going to be using that. But I'm also seeing like some sort of like orangey texture. I mean, not texture, color in it. So, you know what? Now the question is, am I going to throw down on the whole entire thing? I don't even know. Like with water and then like put the yellow? Ooh. I think I will. I think I will. So we're gonna use clean water, of course. And I'm gonna turn off my heater for a moment so it doesn't speed up my dry time. But I am going to wet the entire canvas or the entire paper. Let me have it focus. And we're gonna have the background yellow. Because that's what I'm seeing. But it also has a tad bit of orange. And yeah, we're gonna, yeah, let me just get a bigger brush though. Yeah, we're gonna use this. We're gonna cover it with water, and we're hopefully going to get that sort of dynamic here in the background. So hopefully, like, it makes the, my goal is to make the peaches here in the foreground pop by doing that. I'm not gonna lie, I accidentally ran over some of that, the top part of that peach, but you know, it is what it is. Hopefully it doesn't bleed. Because that's the sad thing that sucks about watercolors. It gets reactivated if you add just even like the tiniest bit of water. Ew, but oh well. I wasn't being careful. It's a study though, so it doesn't even matter. We're not looking for perfection. Just a reminder. Okay. Alright, y'all, I'm about to throw down that color. Let's see how it goes. Okay, this is more of the sort of orange color, I guess, on that side. Yeah. Lit. I could have probably went in with like a smaller brush for this, but we gotta work kind of fast, y'all. The water does not wait to dry. Okay. So we got sort of like that orange color down, and now I'm gonna, yeah, throw down the permanent yellow bit here, and blend that. could probably use some more of the permanent yellow to make that stand out a bit more, even more than what it is. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I definitely needed some more. And I'm like, with the orange side, I definitely want to add some more over there too. Actually, we'll do that in a second. Oh shoot. Okay, we saved it. We saved it. Y'all did not see that. I was going a little too reckless with that. Okay. Now, like I said, I want the orange side to be a little bit more orange, and I realize like I'm running out of permanent yellow because I use Hello Fit on here. So I'm trying to, hopefully you guys can see that. I'm trying to get some more of the yellow down so I can make the orange tone. Okay. Okay. Going in with the Alazine Crimson. Dang, do not be like me, y'all, and actually have enough freaking paint on your palette, because now I'm going to have to add some more, like, out of the tube into the palette, because I don't have enough to make the orange that I'm looking for. And that was like a whoopsie on my part, because I didn't expect to use that much. But it is what it is. We live, we learn. Okay, y'all see that? Y'all see that color over there in the corner? Yes, that is what we're looking for. And thank God the paper is still wet. The one time, I'm appreciative of the long dry time. Okay. And don't worry, y'all. The piece is actually not even done. This piece is not even done because there is also a shadow that I'm gonna have to do. Okay, I think it's looking pretty good. Now, the fun part, which is us waiting for it to dry so I can actually do the shadow part, but I think so far it's looking, I think this was a success. Color study wise, kind of figuring out how to blend yellows and reds. See, I have no orange, actually. Let me show y'all. I have no orange, like, in any of this. I literally had to go and make it. And I really like the permanent rose and the alizarin crimson to make the yellow with the permanent yellow deep. It's just really nice. I heard that this color New Gamboge is like a really rich sort of yellow that I think is a little bit similar to the permanent yellow deep, but like I think it's more earthy, if that makes sense, which I really want to try. So like I guess I'm gonna have to go to the art store soon. I need to make like a supply list, and maybe I'll vlog it or something, I don't know. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this so far. I hope y'all are too. Once we get the shadow done, I think it's gonna look pretty lit, honestly. Let's see. But I hope my 2 viewers who are watching right now are having a wonderful day. Hello, hi, good evening, possibly good afternoon, hopefully, or good morning, I don't know. Yeah, we're just Sorry, y'all. We're watching the paint dry together. It's almost there. I see the paper absorbing it. And how do I know that? Well, the paper itself is kind of warping just a little bit. Just a little bit. I could put this in front of the heater, but I don't know. I want it to naturally dry. I feel like the finishes that way is a little bit more nice. I have a heat gun too, and I could probably use that also, but I'm not really tripping. I'm not really tripping. I guess in the meantime, what I can do is see about making the cast shadow color, which is again more of like I think almost like it looks like a, yeah, like a red orange. So I'm gonna see. Sorry, I'll show y'all what I'm doing over here. So I'm mixing um my yellow and my red essentially. And this is basically, yeah, this is basically the color that I'm going to want to use for the cast shadow. And you know what? I know it's still a bit wet right now, but I think now would be a good time for me to actually lay it down because I do sort of want it to diffuse just a tad bit. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just lay it. Okay, that's actually a bit interesting, I guess. It's not perfect, but I like the sort of watercolor effect that it's giving me. Sort of blooming out like that. Yeah. Yeah. I'm liking that. That's looking pretty good. And like I said, it is kind of like doing that, but that's the whole point, I think, in beauty of watercolors is just that. Like it does its own thing. Like who am I to judge? I added a little bit more of the crimson here. Um, Again, just to give it a little bit more of a like depth with the shadow, I guess. Um, and I'm liking that. I think we can even add a little bit more, honestly, because why not? Yeah, yeah, it's looking pretty artsy. Okay. And now I think there's like the more like I don't know what they call it. I forget what they call it when it's like that more darker part of the shadow that gets closer to the object. I forget what it's called, but I am going in. I think it'd probably be best for me to go in with like the sepia. Obviously, y'all see I'm a professional. I know all the colors. No, I'm just kidding. I really don't even know how to pronounce any of them. But yeah, we're gonna go in with that, kind of mix it in with the red crimson color a bit. and then hopefully deepen up the shadow itself that is directly underneath. Sort of like that. You know, does that make sense? I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm gonna leave it like that, honestly. I think that's actually kind of cool. I mean, you can't necessarily tell where, I guess, it ends, like the table or whatever, but I like it. It's ambiguous. So, colors we use today in general: reds, yellows, browns. And I'm slowly starting to see the different, I guess, uses. It's giving warm. I think I've been using a lot of warm colors. Well, yesterday's thing was also kind of warm also. But it might be, well, I might wait for this to dry a bit before I rip everything off. But I'm like still anxious. I want to rip it. I want to rip off the tape. Just to reveal what's under, yeah, the crisp lines. I feel like though I may have gotten water. Water may have seeped through. Yeah. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. That's gonna be the big reveal. I'm gonna wait for this part to dry though. Yeah, so like I was saying earlier though, like I don't know about Pinterest for still lifes. Like I wonder if there's like a specific site that I can go on to that has like still lifes already like on there, and like it would be nice to search by color. Search for reference images by color. But you know, if not, then it's just more work for me to do when I research all this stuff. I'm not gonna lie though. This edge might be bothering me a little bit, and part of me wants to fix it, but I know if I touch it, I might just fuck it up. So I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna leave it as is. It's the perfectionist mindset in me, but I gotta leave it. Okay, I'm overweighting though. Oh shoot. Some of the color did get through. That's okay though. I did also like accidentally rip the paper too earlier, but that's also okay. I don't mind. It's just a study. It's just a study. I'm like, do y'all out there in the world, do y'all talk to yourself as like you paint or draw or whatever? I find that I do. Okay, yeah, I definitely ripped. I don't know if y'all can see that. I definitely ripped up some of the paper because I'm not using the right tape, but you know, we live, we learn. Aw, heck no. This was definitely the wrong type of tape to use. I'm so... That's okay though. Okay. Nice. I've also been researching different watercolor papers because I don't know. I want to try quality watercolor paper, but y'all, I don't have money for like Arch's watercolor paper all the freaking time. So I'm like trying to find alternatives, and I may have found two, which is from the same brand that I had gotten like my watercolor cakes from. Or this other paper that Windsor and Newton makes. And I saw somebody use it on YouTube also, and it looked pretty good. They didn't use watercolors; they used gouache paints, but gouache paints work just like watercolors to me. So I'm like, okay, if it worked for them, maybe I'll go ahead and try that and see what that's like. And I'm like, Amazon's return policy, they really don't be giving a shit. So more power to me to try some of that stuff. So yeah, I think I will. But yeah, this is how it turned out. I think I like it. I think I like it. um, but yeah, I think tomorrow's color I'll try to do. I want to do something more on the cooler tones. So I think I'm gonna try doing something like blue. Yeah, I think I'll try to find something blue, maybe like a blue sort of like landscape, and I'll try to do that tomorrow on live also. But yeah, I think this study itself turned out all right. Obviously, I need to work on some of my skills, but that's okay. We're learning, and this is like a part of my process, and I'm sure y'all have a process too. But with that being said, I will be back hopefully tomorrow with a cooler sort of toned landscape, as I mentioned. But until then, y'all, have a wonderful Wednesday evening or Wednesday morning, Wednesday afternoon, whatever. I'll see y'all in the next one.